everyone. So we're back here with our session with Antonia. She's going to be helping us with this working in the source of tech and innovation session. We are hoping to have a really insightful session right now with her. Just remember, just to remind you that we have the chat. You can interact with each other, post your LinkedIn, connect. And then we have a Q&A option that you can post questions for Antonia if you'd like to. The most voted questions will be asked to her. And if we have time by the end, if you want to raise your hand and come on stage live with her, you can do that as well, okay? So thank you for that. And Antonia, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. So I'm Antonia. Nice to meet you in this virtual setting. I'm the event and marketing manager at Trending Topics, and I'm going to start with my presentation now that I prepared for you guys. Just a second. Here we go. Okay. So first, I'm going to start explaining a bit again what my company actually does, and then we're going to check out the actual current trends and also trends of the future that we can await in the working environment. So, who are we? Trending Topics is a multimedia digital media house. So, what are we focusing on? We are nuts about tech, innovation, crypto, startups, trends, and we produce a lot of content about all of this, especially video content. Like every day we have articles that we write, videos we produce. We even have podcasts now with our new Zebras and Unicorns podcast. So take a look if you are especially interested in the opinions of current decision makers in the sustainability and in the startup ecosystem. And we were launched in 2017, actually, by two cool guys called Bastian Karlhofer and Jakob Steinschaden. And right now we are about already 17 people, not only in Vienna, but also in Sofia, Bulgaria, where we have our English site. And we also launched a sustainability portal called Tech in Nature, where it's all about finding solutions at the interface of technology and sustainability. And we want to give a stage to those people and change makers who really have great and innovative solutions for a brighter tomorrow. So that's everything we actually offer right now. We have those two websites. Check it out. Afterwards, I will share a link with you. We are currently growing a lot, which brings me also to my next post, because we are actually looking for talents who support us and who also can make us grow, especially at Growth Marketer. I'm going to do some promo here just for you guys to apply and send me your CVs. If you know someone who knows someone, or if you are personally interested, we are currently hiring. Great. So right now, let's go to the official topic of today, which is jobs. We all know that this little tiny thing you can see in the GIF changed everything. And I want to talk about especially how I read an article in The Economist just today, actually, and it says that due to Corona and the pandemic, there are many the ecosystem in the job world changed in two aspects. One is political, which I'm not going to emphasize too much in terms of job salaries and stuff that changes all the time, but also technology. So technology changed a lot. It makes it possible for us to work remotely, to discover new trends, to maybe not make it necessary anymore to live in a super expensive neighborhood or city, but just to work from home and get paid accordingly like Google does already. So there's so many changes going on right now that we really have to respond quickly to see what can we do better, how can it be more flexible. And there are many companies already using tricks such as Coinbase today on Twitter. I put the link over there, and all the screenshot announced that it will completely be remote. And it won't have a headquarter, a physical one anymore. As such a big company, it's among the first ones to announce such a big step. And now we really have to start thinking, what does it need for a company to implement? What does a company need to implement the necessary steps to be completely remote? Google, just a fun fact, is saving over $1 billion a year by working from home. Can you imagine? So that's quite a lot of money. And we also have the trend of work from anywhere and worktation. For example, startups such as Story Clash and Tech are already applying it with their employees, that they can choose where they want to work, where they want to work from. We from Training Topics also have to offer, like, for example, for 2 months a year to go to another co-working space of one of our partners and to work 2 months in Madrid, 2 months in London, once the pandemic is over, obviously. So those are all like new concepts evolving and developing. I put another image on this slide where you can see, for example, a project by Kapsch and Cedos, where they even apply sensory technology to the office chairs and desks, so people can check already from home where they can sit, which desks are occupied. It's all quite new and adventurous, to be honest. So, and then I want to have a glimpse of you also into the future. In order to make all this work and remote work possible, you need asynchronous communication. And also there we have a lot of different startups and innovators who have cool ideas, project management tools, SharePoint sites, content operation software. I just want to name a few, like Popin, everybody knows, Canva. You can work together and collaborate together on PowerPoints and make cool designs, and you don't even have to be present in the same room anymore. Go Student, an Austrian startup that raised quite a lot lately because it makes online tutoring possible. Or startups also like Comser, or the list is quite long. And we even had a talk in one of our podcasts recently, Zebras and Unicorns, just to remind you, with an Austrian entrepreneur called Andreas Klinger, who just has his own microfund for remote digital solutions. So solutions that reinforce remote work. It's the niche market, but it is growing, and he discovered the potential of it because he's only investing in solutions in this area. Check it out. It's quite interesting. It's called Remote First Capital, and the name says everything. So list is quite long. I also included this picture of a futuristic view of an office. It's clear that people are becoming more and more important. It's not only about getting the work done. It's the employers actually who have to start hunting the good employees and not the other way around, because thank God people become the essence of a company more and more. I have to laugh because I have a friend, for example, who works for a big consultancy company, and she said, wow, they are changing things finally. She just has to work until 10 p.m. every day, and on Fridays they get their time off already at 5 p.m. So this is normal for many companies already, but you see, like, it's small steps that make the change. And I think work-life balance is also a very important step that grows in importance over the next years. So basically, we are coming to the end of my presentation. And if you want to contact me, I'm going to stay around a bit. You can check out our social media. We have Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything you need. And let's go to the Q&A session, I guess.
Great. Thank you very much for that. Please, if you have any questions, just put it on the Q&A section there. I have a question for you, Antonia. We were talking about working, right, in this pandemic, in this technological environment and everything tech.
Exactly.
I believe that the pandemic really boosted some of the working progress that were like in the ideation stage. Now this thing came, and then okay, let's do this now, and then let's put it on production. Okay, so this is true also for those people that were like waiting for the right moment to transit and to change careers, change paths, change whatever they want to change. So not only for companies, but for people, what would you advise to be the first step into going into this new digital approach, this tech and innovation approach?
To start the careers in the tech and innovation landscape, the first step for me is to get to know yourself and to get to know your interests, and to read a lot, to inform yourself a lot, to just there's so many pages and sites where you can stay up to date and cool talks, and then find out, okay, what is the direction that interests you, and then just be like, how do you say, have enough like, be brave and just go and talk to the people. I think really just the right people on LinkedIn that work in a certain field you're interested in. Ask the people how it is. Ask them for advice, what steps to take, and then just be brave. Even if you don't have that much experience in one thing, you can gain it, and it's very fast. So don't be shy. Talk to people, approach them. Add them on LinkedIn and stay informed about everything, because I think that's the toughest job right now. Everything is changing every second so rapidly, and it's quite hard to keep track with all the innovations going on right now. So reading or listening to YouTube content, and approaching the people, and believe in yourself and that you can do it. I think that's the most important thing I want to give everyone on their way.
Great. Great. Thank you very much, Antonia. So we have a question from Valibav. He's asking, what is expected employee headcount in coming couple of years? Let me see. Valibav, would you like to raise your hand so you can come on stage and ask directly? Just to make sure that we get this right. Let's see if he answers, but...
You mean how many employees there will be in the whole world? No, I would love to specify the question personally, maybe, because just to get an understanding.
Let's see if it comes up. If not, I see that in your bio you have like an interesting career shift, an interesting story to tell. So how was, like, what was your motivation for all of this? So you went from venture capital to startups and everything. So what was your motivation, and like, was it something that were trending already, or you came before it?
No, it happened, like a good love story. That's how I would like to phrase it, because sometimes, you can't really, you have to discover new things. And for me, I just completed my studies and was one of the few people in my master degree who didn't study work in the consultancy field. And then I started at this venture capital and got to know the local startup ecosystem scene, and also the tech scene, obviously, and got familiar with all the lingo that you use also in this field, because it's quite challenging in the beginning. What is a venture capital? What is vertical? What is deep tech? What is the difference between this and fintech? And so there's so many new terms that you have to get to know. And and then I kind of really I got to love this thriving system, that it's every day is different, that there's so many exciting projects happening right now, that I just loved it so much that I started at Trending Topics, where I'm really at the source of it all, and where I discovered that this is the right place for me to be. I'm a curious person. I love new adventures, and I love new solutions, and especially the people behind the ideas. So this is why this is perfect. And
great. Thank you very much. That's really brave also, right, to change from one to another. So I have a question. Is it how to make your work experience 3 years count when you are switching from software engineer to data analytics, as they are not related? So how do you make your work experience count?
I think from every experience, there's something you can learn, even if it's two completely different things. You could be a ballet dancer and work as a software developer. Obviously you need the knowledge. Okay, that's something you can learn, but there's things like group teamwork, creativity, dynamics in a group. I don't know, like so many things that you can draw experience from, the people, the contacts you have. I mean, even contacts is so, I learned, is one of the most important assets actually in the job field. And yeah, so I can just recommend to focus on the general characteristics also that you learned and that you learned for yourself to take to the next job. I think that's the most important thing I can say here, because I'm special, and personally I am from software engineer to data analytics. Well, especially from software engineering, I think you learn so many cool things you can bring to this job from data analytics. So yeah, that's one tip.
Yeah. Amazing. Like you are a software engineer, marketer, like even professional. Yeah, you're like me. I'm seeing a lot of similarities here. Sorry guys, but I'm seeing because I did a workshop, a tech workshop as well, learning front end. Yeah. So
octopus, with 8 arms, and you do a lot, and then you realize what are your favorite areas and stuff. So
yeah, and I think that also sorry, it's not an issue of like you are doing a lot of things, but you are doing them well. So you have to really dedicate yourself to do this.
yes,
And
emphasize the things. You can't do everything perfectly, and that's also something I can give everyone on the way, that you have to find for yourself the areas that passion you the most and that you want to focus on, because only if you find your position in the company for yourself, then you can transmit it to the others, and the others realize, okay, that's you, and that's what she can do or he can do. And it's also important to find a definition to position oneself very good in a company. And with time, after having done a lot of exercises and stuff, you can decide for yourself what defines you as an employee in the respective company.
Great. We have another question. I believe that's the last one. So it's a marketing question. How marketing is important in events?
How marketing is important in events? Well, marketing is important everywhere. I think there's hardly any company or any thing that doesn't need marketing. It's actually just as with Tech Jobs Fair, you need the social media to get people's attention. You need to invite people. You need to get out there, get up on virtual stage nowadays, to announce your event. So marketing is a really large term. It's about people, invitation management. It's about promotion on all channels. It's about interaction with your audience and your target group. Depends on the size of your event. If you have a huge event like this one, also with unlimited resources when it comes to audience numbers, you can just get crazy with marketing, because you need a lot of people and channels. And so I think it's the essence for every event to also promote it accordingly, and it's a big part. Just as the event. I think I would even put it on the same level. Like there's the event and the pre-work, and the pre-work is 90% marketing.
Pretty much. So and I also saw this shift because I've been working with events for 9 years also. And then before it was like events and marketing, right? Two separate things. Now I'm seeing more and more that the events were absorbed into the marketing, because everything is marketing within an event, right? The engagement, the promotion, the everything, right? So if we don't have any more questions, I would like to thank you, Antonia, for being here today, for helping us. Please feel free to reach out to Antonia, everyone. So, and really, there are a lot of nice sessions as well during the day, and we'll be here. See you next time. Thank you, Antonia.
Bye. Bye.